folks. It's Sunday. It's 4:45 in the afternoon. One egg. Two eggs. Egg. 4 eggs. And some frickin' shells. Great. 5 eggs. And 6 eggs. Alright, there we go. There's that. That's ready to rock. So, I hope y'all are doing well. I'd like to tell you that I was doing fantastic and blah 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 and this, that, and the other, but you know, I'm a frail human being. I got one piece of bread. This is this wild ass panini bread, multi-grain from Giant. It's really good. I was hoping by buying some bakery bread that that it would be a better type of bread, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But that's okay, you know, life goes on. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Everything will be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Alright. So what is this you're seeing here? Well, this is my last meal before I start my fast. We're gonna have some grits, some bacon, some eggs. And I'm gonna eat this, and I ain't gonna be able to eat all of it. But that's okay. I did it the first time. We're gonna do this a little bit differently, huh? So here's the grits, right there. That was pretty good, huh? Here's the grits. Right there. Okay. Looks pretty good, don't it? Damn right it does. Can't let that get away. I can't let that get away. Daggone it. Handle raw pork with them forks. Can't do that. Not let that get away. There we go. Alright, there's that. Yeah. You know, if you got grits, you gotta have butter. So let's throw some butter on it. I'm getting the butter that's melted out the bottom. There we go. I'm gonna do something I normally don't do with these grits, because this is gonna be the last thing I eat for 7 freaking days. But you know what? I don't grouse and hate. I don't grouse and hate. Because if this helps me live a longer life, I'm about it. You know what I mean? Ah! I don't know where that butter came from. Okay. So we got this, we got this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to throw that away. Oh, I got my Swiss. I got a little piece of Swiss in here. All right. So we got some Mexican cheese blend. We got some American. I got this piece of god awful. This thing is gone. First thing I'm gonna put on here is we're gonna put this right here. That's Giant Swiss cheese. Giant Swiss cheese. There we go. 2 pieces like that. And we'll put some of this Mexicano cheese on here. Hey, it's Poopy. What up, Poop? I'm gonna feed you in a minute. Here's a little bit of Mexicano cheese. Okay. We'll throw a little bit of this here on here. I'm gonna feed you in a minute, Knucklehead. I promise. Here she comes. She gotta investigate. I don't mind her investigating. I don't want her sticking her nose on my food, but she can investigate all she wants. Alright, so there's that. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There's the bread. Alright, so now what we're going to do is this. I'm going to take the hot eggs, put them on that, like that. Yes, I know, she's so pitiful. She never eats. Yeah, like 8 times a day. What you doing, puss? Huh? What you doing, boo-boo? There's that. Turn this damn thing off so I don't burn the house down, please. Here's that. Here's this. Here's this. Here's that. Okay, there's that. I've got this pile of bacon right here, which I want to do this. I'm going to do this right here. Like this. Oops, excuse me. Alright. Here's that. I'm not going to do the whole thing. That's a pound of bacon. This is the panini bread right there. Alright, here's this. Gotta rinse my hands off. Gotta get that. I gotta pop that bread up because it's gonna turn into freaking crust if I don't. Alright, there we go. Here's my happy ass bread. I'll put that on a thing right here. We're gonna put some butter on that. Now what? Well, I need to put some water on this because it just makes my life easier when I go to clean it. But you know what I want to do first? Bad thing about bacon. Every time you cook with bacon, man, it just throws shit everywhere. That's okay. We know that. So, get everything wiped up a little bit. I'll dry it off later, I guess. But right now, how about that? Whack, 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 whack. Give time for the cheese to melt. Alright. Alright. Alright, there's that. Alright. Got my butter over here. I'm going to put my butter over here. There's my butter. That's pretty good. This right here is this kind of Earl Grey tea and a peppermint tea thing in the tea. I gotta clean this up because I'm broadcasting to the whole neighborhood here. Hey folks, watch me do my video. No thanks. Alright, here we go. There's a little bit of that. And that tea is right where? Where did I leave it? Right here, right here. That's it, right there. That's the Earl Grey tea right there. If I want it, I got my green tea and my black tea blend here. And obviously, always, 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 Deer Park water. Alright, let me go get some pepper and salt. What you doing, boo-boo? You making me feel bad looking at me like that, you little monster. Alright. I gotta feed boo-boo. I gotta feed boo-boo. Let me get this little monster something real quick. That's my black tea and green tea blend. McCormick, pepper, salt. Let me get this cat something to eat. Alrighty, Catty McCat. So something I found out my cat likes is sliced turkey from the deli. She likes to eat that. And it really, her coat looks better. Everything about her health looks better when she eats the turkey. So I get her some turkey and I chop it up into pieces. Actually, pull it into pieces. Alright. Shit's kind of expensive, but you know what? I don't care. It's less expensive than taking her to a doctor and having her pump her full of damn medicine. I don't want her pumped full of medicine if she ain't got to be pumped full of medicine, you know? So, yeah, I know, little booger. Look, she over here. Meow, she knows. She knows what I'm making here. Now, this is a Prima Della brand from Walmart, but she really likes the natural brand from Giant. Yeah, I hear you, boogers. Here you go. There you go. I think I might have to get her that instead of this. And what it is, I'll tell you what it is because this, when they inject the salt brine in them, it makes them kind of hard to eat for the cats. So anyway. Alright, I think that's it. I think we can eat now. I ain't gonna worry about that pan. I'll get it in a minute. Don't worry about that in a minute here. We'll do this. A little bit of I washed my dishes. I got some clean wash water here. I'll wash this after I'm done. This was some bacon that was a month out of date. And bacon's kind of different than any other kind of pork product. I gotta turn this thing around. I want to see what I'm looking like. Alright, so it's November 30th, I guess. Let me go get that. Let me go get the thing. Where are you at? Sunday, November 30th, 4:56. Okay? So here we are. Hello, Wanda. How you doing, bud? Alright. Let me put some butter on this here bread real quick. I ain't got a whole bunch of melted. I threw this in here because I had to put some butter in the grits when I made it. But that's okay. We will carry on, you know what I mean? So I'd like to tell you that I learned my lesson and I haven't been to the track and blah blah blah, but I've been carrying on like a damn drug addict. Really. I've been going up there and losing money I really shouldn't lose, so I can't make any bold pronouncements. I stopped that crap, you know. Don't make bold pronouncements, just do it. If you're not going to go, don't damn go. So we'll see how this carries on. In any case, I've got 3 or 4 years of paying off debt to frickin' pay for what I spent. But the good thing is my brain is clear. I know what I got to do. It ain't rocket science. That Earl Grey tea is some good damn tea. But the green tea is good too, and the black tea is good too. I get all these teas from my local Afghani market. I got that tea right there, and I got this kind of tea right here called Vital tea, and I got this Nazo green tea. Nazo. Good shit. This is all good shit, man. And I make it in my Mr. Coffee coffee maker. Instead of making coffee, I make coffee in my Keurig. And to make coffee in my Keurig, what I do, one of the shining stars for me of that is this coffee right here. This is Great Value half calf coffee. So at night you can drink this, you don't get all wired out. It's got a pretty good flavor to it. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's a quick cup of coffee when you need it. And if you can find it, that Tim Hortons coffee right there is delicious. It's very good, makes a very good cup of coffee, okay? I like the regular, and somehow I wound up getting the Mountain Blend, which is a little bit stronger, but that's okay. And of course, if you want the standard coffee of all time, 8 o'clock coffee, got this at Giant. It was on sale like $4 off for this big old box, and I got that. So, who knows? I might make a cup of coffee while I'm here. Anyway, here we are to save the day. So we're in 1 hour before the start of the fast. Lord have mercy. I hate to be able to eat all this. But if I don't, I might have to throw it away. I might have to throw it out to the yard, let the birds eat it. And they'll eat it. They'll love it. So, anyway. First off, let's say this. Lord in heaven, we thank you for being in our life. We ask your protection for all of our friends and relatives and everyone we know who's fighting cancer, who's fighting health ailments, who's fighting mental issues, who's helping their loved ones get through life, and who is facing a whole lot of challenges. We ask for you to help them and to guide them and to strengthen them so they can get through them. And we thank you, Lord, for this meal and for this peace in our life today. Thank you, God, for everything. Glory to God in heaven. Amen. Here we go. All right, so 7 days with no food. Now, why do I do it? Well, the reason I do it is because research has shown experience has shown that a variety, that was black pepper and a little bit of salt. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to be eating salt. But research has shown that fasting is one of the most beneficial ways you can help your health. Here we go. Oh man. This is so much better than the egg and cheese omelet I was going to make. I was going to make an egg and cheese omelet, bacon, egg and cheese omelet. But I wanted the grits. And if you have grits, grits don't really have a taste. You got to put something in them. And I was like, well, you know what? We'll do it this way. Damn, this is hitting the spot. I didn't think I was hungry. Woo! One of the things about putting bacon in something and then putting something over top of the bacon is it can dull the taste of the bacon. You don't really want that, you know? That's why when they make a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, you just put the bacon on the top. Man, oh man, oh man, this is good. This is bacon that I cut the package in half. And when you cut the package in half, it makes the bacon 100 times easier to cook. You don't have them long ends that don't get cooked. You got to flip them around a pan. If you got a round pan, now if you got a flat grill, like my buddy's got a flat grill, he can knock out bacon. He can knock out some daggone bacon. But I don't have a flat pan. Wow, man. I have to say, I am a breakfast person. I am a breakfast food person, let's put it that way. Now, I could have done this with hash browns instead of grits. Mmm. So as you can tell, I have not been doing my workout. And my good buddy, who's been fighting cancer, unfortunately, he just found out he's got a hernia, a second hernia. That is the best fluid you can put in your body. Right there. Clean, delicious, cool water. Some people like to put fluids in their body that are room temperature or warm because they say it makes them healthier. And you know what? I champion those people. Good for you. But I love a sip of cool water. Lord have mercy. That is good. I'm going to go get a charger and plug into that thing because I don't trust that battery. It's been kind of acting funny lately. Dag on it. I'll have to track it down and find it later. I hope this lasts. Anyway, we'll just keep going. Yeah, I see it's down 1 bar already. It's alright. We'll just keep on chugging. Look at that cheese. That's that Swiss. I started going after Swiss because I want a cheese that has some sort of flavor. I mean, the mozzarellas that I've been eating ain't got no flavor. I'm like, damn, and even the cheddar, some of the cheddars is like, okay. Yolk for an egg. And I've been kind of adventurous about alcohol, about drinking beer, maybe drinking some mixed drinks or something, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. My guts won't take it. So, you know, I know people who lived their whole life and didn't drink, and they were happy, and they lived into their 90s. So, you know, some of us can, some of us can't. My good buddy with his hernia, I went up to his house for Thanksgiving. Him and his whole family was there. We actually met over at his son-in-law's house, his daughter's house. Wonderful group of kids. All his daughters was there. It was a very positive experience. So I hope you were able to get somewhere. I would tell you, and I had my buddy up in Maryland, he was talking about holiday depression, about how the holidays kind of make him depressed. And I would urge everybody that if you feel like, yeah, get the hell out the house. Turn the damn computer off and get out the house. Go down the damn 7-Eleven, walk through the 7-Eleven aisles, bump into someone. Oh, excuse me, how you doing? How's it going? Hold the door open for somebody. Get the hell out the house. Oh, that's so good, man. Woo! That is outstanding. So, I will continue to take my supplements during the fast, but I will make sure that I trim back the number that I take. I started taking this liquid supplement called ashwagandha or something like that. Let me go get this. Okay. That's the heater on the plate for the Earl Grey tea. Tell me to turn it off. Anyway, so you know about the iodine I take. This is the liquid iodine. You're only supposed to take 1 drop of this. And in this form, this is from GNC. You're supposed to also take selenium when you take it. Be careful about the selenium. This is iodine from the vitamin shop. It says to take no more than like 3 drops of this. This is some dandelion root I got from Swanson, I think it was. And this is dandelion root. This is supposed to help your immune system really good. I take, it says like, I think it says 20 drops or something like that. Now this is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. And you take about 28 drops of this. About a teaspoon. About 3/4 of a teaspoon. And I'm also taking, this is a mushroom blend, Spring Valley from Walmart. This is from the Vitamin Shop, which is what this ashwagandha is too. That brand PLNT is their brand, is a brand they sell. This is Host Defense Mushrooms Microbotanicals Brain. And this has several mushrooms, types of mushrooms in it, plus another serving of ashwagandha. This just has mushrooms in it. This was the first thing that got me using mushrooms because I carry depression all the time. And one time I took this about 2 years ago, and for about 2 hours I was not depressed at all. I was like going, holy shit, I'm actually in a pretty damn good mood. And it was, I didn't get high. I just was driving down the road and I'm like going, and it was like an hour after I took the pills, hour and a half. This is krill oil, Corey krill oil pills. This will lower your blood pressure, or at least it lowered my wife's. And I take 4 of these a day. I will continue to take that. This is the same thing as this here. But the whole point is that I'm supplementing for what's not in the foods that I'm eating. And it apparently it's helping. So, you know, we're going to keep doing that. Blow my nose. So yeah, here's a table full of pills for a guy who says he don't want to go to the doctor. All right, this is calcium, magnesium, and zinc. This is a multi-pill right here. This is calcium by itself. When I run out of this, I probably won't get that again. I probably won't get this again either. I'm probably going to go to liquids or to soft gels. This is Albion Magnesium. Got this from Swanson. This is kelp. This is another source of iodine. Got this from Swanson too. I had to get more of that. This is chelated chromium. Exceptionally important for anybody who's a diabetic. I don't recommend you ingest sugar at all if you're diabetic, because your food is getting turned to sugar. But this right here will lower your blood sugar so much so you got to be careful when you use it. I only take one of these. And this is that selenium that when you're taking the liquid iodines like this, you should be taking selenium also. And this selenium you got to be careful about. You take it once, whatever it says, one a day, you take one a day. You might find that you got to take only one every 2 days, because some people have taken it and they've had bad effects. But that's the sum total of my supplementation. And as a general rule, I follow what it says on the thing, except for the Krill oil. I take 4 every day. It says to take 2. The iodine, strangely enough, I've overdosed myself on iodine since I started taking it. So I'm taking 3 of these from the thing store, from the GNC, and 3 of these from the vitamin shop every day. The mushroom pills, I usually take 4 total of whatever I'm taking. That means if I'm taking the brain pill, I think they say to take 2 here. Yeah, 2 pills. So I'll take 2 of these, and then I'll take 2 of these. You know. But what has it done for me? Well, I can tell you, using this ashwagandha stuff right here, in the midst of everything else, that's what I got to tell you. When I take something, I'm already on all this other supplementation. But when I took this, the first time I took it, I was laughing like I was goofy. I was actually in such a great mood, I couldn't believe it. I was like going, and it could have been psychological, you know, that's the thing. There's no way for me to tell you, oh, I took this stuff when I was, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it really did help my outlook on things. I was cackling. I had to laugh because I hadn't laughed all that day. And there's a vitamin shop down in Virginia Beach, and when I'm down there, it's right down by our showroom. And I usually wind up dropping in there, see if anything's on sale or something. I dropped in there and I got some of that. I was like, yeah, I want to try this stuff because some reason, I don't know if it's the name or whatever, but it's stuck in my head. That Earl Grey tea, that Earl Grey tea is outstanding. I have something floating in my tea. It's probably a piece of grits. But my OCD will not let it sit there. Get your ass out of my tea. Of course, he's gonna go running around. Well, I got all kinds of stuff floating in here. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, it was that.
Call from South Broadway.
Okay.
Call from South Broadway.
This home phone, I keep it, and I never answer it. And I get spam calls all day long, all day long. So anyway, we're heading down to the end of it. The end of me eating. I think I'm done here. I'll take all the bacon off, put it on a tray, put it in the refrigerator. I'll save the bacon. But the rest of this I'll give out to the birds or whatever animal wants to eat it out there. I'll probably throw that bread out to them too. I'll eat a piece of this. I'll take a bite of it. I'm going to use this to mop this up if I finish this whole thing. But I ain't going to finish it. Now, like I said, I'm not eating to impress you here. I'm eating to fill a hole and stop, you know? Because one of the worst things you can ever feel is, you know, when you ate too much and you've got to bring it up. So, we're not going to do that. But this hit the damn spot, especially since that bacon was a month out of date. And I had to cook it. I didn't want to freeze bacon that was a month out of date, you know? I think my big mistake with this was the cheese. If I didn't put the cheese in it, I'd finished all this. But, little more. So, you witnessed my last meal until next Sunday at 6. What's that Swiss? That Swiss don't mess around, man. That's it. I'm not going to do no more of that. That Earl Grey tea is outstanding. That's got a great taste to it. And I got a peppermint tea bag in here, so it gives it peppermint flavor. This is a Bigelow, actually. That is a great combination. So I'm going to clean this up, clean up my plates, clean up my stove, get this all situated, put my clothes on and walk out in the backyard and throw this out to the birds. I'm going to put that bacon back in there though. Birds ain't going to get my bacon. Oh, that is some good tea. This is good tea too. My green tea and black tea. That's a very good tea. That, you know, you talk about how green tea is very healthy for you, but the taste of it, I really can't stand it. But if I put a third of black tea in it and cook the black tea through the green tea, the two flavors work together, and it's like drinking black tea with the health benefits of green tea. Woo! Now, here's the craziness of health, okay? About how we've screwed ourselves. Now, everything I just ate, the body converts to sugar, okay? So my blood sugar is going to go sky high. Anyway, now the way our food system is designed, the way our social food system is designed, now would be the perfect time for me to get a slice of cheesecake or a slice of cake or, you know, some kind of sweet pudding or something, and eat that to finish the meal out. Well, that's like taking your blood sugar and sending it out into space. No wonder we go to sleep after we eat meals like this. So, as a general rule, when I eat a big meal, I do try to not eat any sweets, even though that's been my life habit all my life, you know. But if you have eye problems like I do, which are actually getting better now because of the fast, it's one of my dominant reasons for doing a fast, is all over your body you have small blood vessels, real teeny tiny microscopic blood vessels. And the only way you can keep those blood vessels clean of plaques is to eat a healthy diet, but also you got to fast, because that's the only way the body knows to go in there and grab those plaques and clean those blood vessels out. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 7 days. And I'm not a champion of this. I'm doing this because I don't really have a choice. Same thing with my exercise, but I haven't done my exercise because I've been a lazy ass. I mean, if I keep going, I'm going to lift something heavy. Excuse me. And I'm going to rip something down here and I'll be out of work. And that's not acceptable. So, I've got to get back on that. But this was really good. This really hit the spot. I'd like to finish it for you. Finish that piece of bread, but I can't do that. My body's already saying you're done. So, anyway, God's right next to you. If you need His help, you just got to ask. I ask Him for help every day. He offers to help, and yet I still go to the track. That's on me. That ain't on God, you know. So we'll straighten things out. But day one of the fast is starting, and it's 5:28 right now, and it's starting in a half an hour. So about the time I clean this up, get everything put back away, the fast will be started, and I'll be drinking my green tea, black tea blend. I'll be drinking Earl Grey tea. I'll be drinking water, and I'll be drinking some coffee with a little bit of creamer in it. And I'll be taking all these supplements you see once a day. I usually take them in the morning. And I definitely feel a difference in the entire way my day goes if I take these supplements before I leave the house. The entire first 4 hours of my day is way better. So I don't know what particular thing is doing it. I'm taking so many of them, how the hell can I tell you? But altogether, it means I'm not depressed. My mind is pretty clear. But because I'm not drinking, especially because I'm not ingesting any pot. If I was ingesting pot, the THC in pot gets stuck in my brain and makes me stupid as a box of rocks. So I can't do that. I can't smoke pot. I can't smoke anything because my lungs are burnt. I can't drink alcohol because it just tears up my insides. So I don't mind. I got a lot of work to do as far as paying my bills off, do work around this house. I got a lot of work to do. You know, work is a good substitute for doing stuff that damages your health and your life. People like to say, oh, you should take time off. You should do this. You should do that. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. I enjoy work. I enjoy doing stuff that's productive. I enjoy having a schedule of things to do because it keeps me moving. It keeps me not thinking about things. It's like one of my best friends right now. He's retired. He's dependent on the government. He is barely making it. If he had not retired, if he had kept working, he would be in a lot better position mentally than he is right now. So I would recommend to people to be very careful about when you decide to retire. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that. God loves you. You know He does. All you got to do is ask Him for help. If you ask Him for help, He'll help you. But it might not come in the way you think, but He'll help you. But you got to be on the other side too. You got to be trying to not do whatever you're doing that's hurting yourself or hurting other people. You got to be trying to reach for God's hand, you know, and He'll help you. Okay. God bless you, folks. And we'll be posting every day the fast goes down. It might not be as long as this, but this was pretty damn good. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and Monday. We're going back to work. God bless you, folks, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.